Sunday, August 20th, 2008. Hi, Mom. I just called you yesterday. We got cut off because of some system error from what it said. I was going to call you back, but decided against it to help save a little money. It won't be much longer now, and I'll be able to call you and have it cost a lot less anyway. I'm excited about getting out of this shithole. I'm probably only going to write a small amount more for my book called Jailed. I know a lot of what happens is repetitive stuff, but I can't help that. Two guys in here are constantly bugging me to keep writing my new book I told you about called Glow. They're the only two that have read any of it, and they're liking it a lot. Nick told me that he didn't want to put it down, but had to, because he read everything that I had written so far. I wrote almost another 30 pages between yesterday and this morning, so they'll both be catching up on it today. I'm enjoying writing it because it's making me use my imagination a little more. Vern has his final sentencing on Tuesday and asked me if I could write his apology letter to the court for him. So I did that yesterday morning when I woke up at 4:30 a.m. It wasn't too hard. I basically told the court that Vern apologized for being a dumbass and deserved the sentence of 25 years that he got. He said he agreed with the letter and thanked me for writing it. I worded it so that I don't think he really understood that he was telling the court he was stupid and careless and knew what he was doing when he assaulted his girlfriend's little boy. People that hurt children have always pissed me off. There's no need for it. James, the guy that got arrested on the same night as I did for the same thing, has court on Tuesday to plead guilty to the federal charge. He was offered 168 months because he's a repeat offender and basically has to take it. If he took it to trial and lost, he would have got 293 months. The guy really isn't very intelligent to be doing the crime after already doing it once before. I'm still amazed I got caught up in such a disgusting thing. I have a lot of mixed feelings about the show because I believe that catching predators is a good thing. I just don't believe that as a REIT take advantage of someone's mental state of mind and talk them into doing a crime just to fill spots on a TV show. So, I have to do what I can to change that. I have to at least try anyway, and that's why the book Jailed is so important to me. It shows a lot of the ignorance in jails and situations that people can be put in when they're talked into doing a crime for the benefit of a television show's ratings and paycheck. They want to catch the real criminals, fine, but don't talk someone into being a criminal. America doesn't need to be treated in such a way as that. It's also pitiful that a large television network such as NBC would allow it to be broadcast when it's not honest. I'm probably going to take a nap after lunch because there's nothing else to do, and it will help me make the time go faster today. I'd write more, but I'm at the part where I have to do some more thinking. I'm also a little tired because I didn't sleep good last night. I couldn't believe I said you were turning 69. I don't know where my head was. It's not that difficult for me to add 30 years to my age and come up with the correct answer. I felt stupid at making that mistake in my math. It's 12 p.m. I just ate lunch and took another shower. I'm a little tired and depressed today at still being in this hole. But then I stop and think that I won't be here much longer, and it makes me feel a little better. Every day I'm a little closer to being free again, and I look forward to that. At least my head is more focused again. I hated my head being so cluttered up with so many different emotions. It was quite confusing to me. I really wish I could be there to see Redacted when Redacted came back to visit. I miss them a lot. I miss Redacted a lot too. I'll see them when I get done my time though. It's funny. Everyone is keeping their distance from me today. They can tell I'm sick of this place. Another thing that's funny is that me and my Mexican roommate can talk about some of the idiots that are right in here, right in front of them, and they don't have a clue as to what we're saying about them. I guess I'm going to stop this letter here for now. I'm not going to put it in an envelope yet, in case I think of something else I need to tell you before I send it. Good morning, Mom. It's about 2:30 a.m. Went to bed really early last night so that I could wake up early and finish writing to you and write more on my book while everyone else is asleep, and it's easier for me to think. I think I'm the only one in here that everyone likes, or at least that one that's most like anyway. It seems like I can barely have 2 minutes to myself and someone different ends up walking in my room. It really irritates me when they come in my room and just sit there and stare and not say a word, like they're waiting for me to do something to entertain them. Makes it hard for me to concentrate on writing my book. Sometimes I end up going in the shower just so that I can have time to myself, so I can think about what to write next to my book. That's how sad it is. It's good that they like me, but I don't want that much attention from them. To let you know, I'm really relaxed right now because it's quiet and I'm enjoying my time writing to you. and I'm going to enjoy my time writing in my book this morning. I'm hoping everyone will go back to bed after they eat breakfast. It will make it a lot easier for me to write more in my book. I dreamt about being home last night, and you and Mel and Paul, Roy and Tony was in my dream. I was starting to build my new house, and you and Mel was proud of me, and went inside to have a cup of coffee, and watch a movie. Although I'm not sure how it happened, because I told you I was getting ready to put up the first wall. Roy bought some boards and came back with some beer. Tony was driving around in circles in my van, and me and Paul were arguing that he bent the last nail I had on purpose. It was messed up. The god came true here on his rounds, and I asked him what time it is. He said it was 2:35 a.m. It's earlier than I thought. My Mexican roommate Alberto just woke up and asked me what time it was. I told him, and I had to laugh when he repeated me. 2:30 is the way he said it. He's learning some English from the English-Spanish book his brother sent him, and it tells to pronounce the TH sound with either just a T sound or a D sound. I try to help him to say it correctly with the TH sound, but it's quite a chore for him, and quite funny too. His mouth ends up at all different angles when he struggles to say it. We're redacted working in North Carolina. Who's going to take care of Daisy and Chloe? I'd like to know how Daisy is doing too. I'd like to know how Bud is doing too. I bet the girls are anxious to see him. I know he'll remember them easily. One of the guys in here that's reading my book caught up to where I stopped yesterday on page 58 and said he's liking it a lot more now because of the more action in it. That's a good sign because the kid is only 22 years old. If he enjoys reading it at that age, I must be doing something reading it. This might turn out to be a long book though. I guess I'm going to end this letter here and start writing in my book again. I'll write again on Wednesday. I love you. Lorne. P.S. Tell Mel I'm using his last name for the character of the sheriff in my book. I don't know what the character's first name is yet though.